Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this cooking class with Chef Paolo Monti from Lucca. Today we are going to show you how to make very few of Italian vegetarian dishes. As a matter of fact, Italian cuisine is very suitable for vegetarians because we have so many vegetables and so many sauces which are not necessarily served with meat. And we eat a lot of beans, for example, pasta fagioli. This is a soup which is made with pasta and beans. And of course, as you know, those who are vegetarians, beans and wheat flour combined form one complete protein. So this is pasta fagioli is a great hearty soup, which is also brings protein. So what are we going to make today? We're going to make, first of all, some stock. And for the stock, we're going to use onion, celery with the leaves, carrot, tomato, garlic, bay leaf, and peppercorns. We are going to keep the vegetables with the skin on because the vegetables, the skin has flavor and color, and we are going to cook it on low heat. We are also going to make a vegetable carpaccio. The carpaccio is really not the correct name because this is more like a mold. And this mold will be made with a combination of ingredients a little bit contrasting with each other: avocado, tomato, pineapple, onion, and lemon juice and basil. And this will be combined together with lemon juice and olive oil and will be pressed into a mold. To go with it, we're going to make a rucola and yogurt sauce. Then we're going to make, for the other appetizer, a buffalo mozzarella with a raw blended tomato sauce made with tomato, celery heart, chives, olive oil, and vinegar. And we're going to put it in the blender, and this will be served with the buffalo mozzarella. So buffalo mozzarella does not come from Buffalo, New York, but it is made from the milk of water buffaloes. These water buffaloes were imported into southern Italy about 350 years ago to help drain marshes near Naples. Once the job was over, they had all these buffaloes left and they started milking them. And although they give only very, very little milk, it is very, very creamy. And it makes this delicious mozzarella called buffalo mozzarella. For the appetizer, for the first course today, we're going to make a vegetable ragu. And ragu, like usually is used, the term used for meat sauce. But of course, this is a vegetable one. So we're going to use for this sauce garlic and rosemary to give aroma, celery, carrot, and onion as a base. And then we're going to put peppers, yellow or red, it doesn't matter, tomato, diced eggplant, and diced zucchini. And we might add a little bit of tomato sauce later on. We will see if needed. So this is delicious sauce served with pasta. If you want, if you're vegan, you can use just pasta without eggs. If you're not vegan, you can use regular fettuccine with pecorino cheese. I recommend it. It's very more flavorful. Now, here we're going to do a very high-class vegetarian dish with tofu. We're going to be using firm tofu, which we are going to dry with a cloth and marinate with garlic, rosemary, salt, and pepper. And then we're going to grill it. And we're going to serve that with the reduction of balsamic vinegar, red wine, and marsala wine. And grapes. So the grapes we're going to cut in half. And we are going to use white truffle butter. Okay? So white truffle butter is made from white truffles, which are found in the ground between 15 centimeters and 30 centimeters of 1 foot, and is used usually found by dogs. So we have three types of main types of truffle. We have the summer truffle, which is the more common one, and it's kind of rough on the outside and black, but white inside. And it doesn't have a lot of aroma. Then we have the black truffle. A lot of it found in France, but we also in Italy. And this one is black inside as well, and it's very aromatic. but the most aromatic is the white truffle. It is very, very expensive. It can go up to 6,000 euros a kilo, 6,000 or more sometimes. And it is found only in the winter time. So it's got a short season, and you only need a little bit because it's very, very aromatic. So we're going to use that as the final flavor. Then we're going to make something with another protein called seitan. Now, in the stores, we find seitan mostly already flavored with soy sauce because it's designed to be used with Asian cuisine. So I like to make my own because without any flavoring, so that we can use it with Italian cuisine. So to make this, you just make like a pasta, like a dough, with like 1 kilo of semolina flour, half kilo of water. You knead it, and then you have to knead it in alternatively cold and hot water until the water becomes almost clear. This is what happened here, but it has to be cooked. We're going to cook it in vegetable stock. We're going to use with that a pizzaiolo sauce, but I prefer the seitan from tofu because it's more so like tofu is very crumbly, no, and can be dry on your palate. But this one is more rubbery and it's more pleasant in your mouth when you eat it and absorbs the flavors better. For dessert, we're going to make zabaione. Zabaione is made with eggs, sugar, and marsala wine, and we're going to add also a little raspberries marinated with sugar, only sugar, but you can also use maraschino liqueur. And in the old days, it was considered to be well, it was given to kids, for example, to give them strength, but also to older people, especially men, who wanted to have a little extra power. And the zabaione was like the Viagra of the old days, no? So we had like
in the past.
Now
we have medicines.
Now we have other things. As a matter of fact, you must know that we have a problem with the vaccines here in Italy, and there was Pfizer sent a container by mistake of Viagra instead of the vaccine, but no one complained.
No, complain at all.
Okay.
So
we're going to start with the stock, okay? We're gonna this carrot
work hard even tonight.
right, and this carrot we're gonna top and more and then can we chunks this.
Okay.
Okay. And for you, you've got this in three pieces and put it inside.
Okay. I
Okay.
put everything inside.
Everything.
Just start.
The leaves are very, very important, right? Because they have all the aroma.
Okay.
Then
I go.
Yeah, put it in.
Okay.
Then put about 4 bay leaves. 4 bay leaves.
How many?
4
Okay.
or 5. Okay. And here we have onion with the skin on because the skin gives flavor and color. So I don't use the red ones because they give too much color. Sometimes you can have too much.
Okay.
Then we have the tomato. You can make this a little cross cut like that, only this deep.
Okay.
Okay. Molto bene. So the
Okay, carrots can go?
can you put them inside
Okay.
the thing?
Let's go tomato.
Molto bene. So we're going to take also some garlic and we're going to smash it. Okay.
As yesterday.
We're going to have a smashing time. All right. So we need the skin on also,
Okay, we can put
flavor
some.
and color. And also we're going to put some peppercorns. 4 peppercorns. These peppercorns we have to peel. So can you please peel the peppercorns? Maybe we won't do it this time.
I need glasses to see them.
Okay, so our stock is come to the boil, so we're going to reduce it. We're going to reduce the heat. We don't want it to boil too hard. It's already getting a little color. All right, there we go. See, very nice color. My God.
That's the color of the skin of the
Yes, we are good guys.
No.
All right. So next we are going to make our vegetable ragu.
Because it takes a little bit more, so
It takes longer to cook. Okay. So we're going to start with this one.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to put in here lots of olive oil.
A lot of olive oil.
Yeah.
In which pan? No.
Molto bene. We're going to put our rosemary first, so we flavor the oil.
Okay, so when the oil is hot,
Yes.
we will start to put vegetables inside. Okay.
You know, I used to have a girlfriend named Rosemary. She was very sage. And she also had a lot of time for me. It's a chef's joke.
So this is how you remember all the ingredients. It's a way also to learn
Bene.
where
Now,
it's
while we
in.
are waiting for the ragu, Paola here, who is an
Yeah.
expert cook,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
she is
Just
going-
from yesterday.
from yesterday.
Yeah.
She's going to cut some. She's going to dice some tomato, okay,
Okay.
or tomato, depending on which side of the Atlantic you're on. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut everybody's slices.
Okay.
First, okay.
Okay.
So 26 slices,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to cut it lengthwise like that,
Okay.
and then the other way. So it's a nice sharp knife,
Okay.
and it will cut the middle easily, and also your fingers if you're not careful.
Oh, no, I'll be careful. I'll be very
When
careful.
the oil is hot, I
The oil is hot,
start
okay,
putting
the oil is
inside.
hot.
Is there an order?
Yes, the onion, carrot, and celery.
Which order?
It doesn't matter.
Ah, okay, so everything. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Carrots,
okay.
onions,
Okay.
okay. Ah, okay. Right, okay. Fine. Okay, let's go.
Perfect. All right, that's it. One. So we start with the hardest vegetables first, and the celery, carrot, and onion form the base of many sauces, many dishes in Italian and European cuisine, like French as well. In Italian, it's called soffritto. In French, mirepoix.
Huh?
Mirepoix.
Oh,
So this tomato, così non l'ho buttato. Servono di legare no. Bisogna prendere la fare il migliore. Quindi da fare già.
Okay, the same way? Mm-hmm.
Okay, make sure you remove the stem.
Okay.
Okay. How do you do it?
mhm.
Excellent. You are doing
So
egg,
do that.
you are doing excellent.
No, no eggs inside. Okay, so we wait till the onions are pretty
Yeah,
transparent.
we want to cook a little more because this is the hardest vegetables we have. And we're also going to add a little garlic now that the vegetables are cooked.
Okay,
Okay.
1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
Okay. Mm.
So you put a little more rosemary.
Uh-huh.
Nice aroma. Rosemary is very popular in Tuscany. Rosemary and sage. Every family has a plant of rosemary, one of sage, and one of basil in their balcony or in their garden or whatever.
This season we have fresh plant.
Go together. Good job. You did a good job.
Thank you.
You're hired.
Okay, so yeah, I need a job.
So our onion and carrot are cooking away, and they're almost ready for. Sai, Eddie, scusa, se vai nel frigo della carne, non quello del formaggio, ma quell'altro, ancora quell'altro di là, qua, il numero 4, ci dovrebbe essere, ho fatto tutto, ci dovrebbe essere dei fagioli cotti, dei cannellini già cotti.
Okay. Is it fine? Can we wait
No,
a little more?
it's very hard vegetable.
And we don't add stock.
Not yet, not yet.
Not
We'll
yet,
add some white wine first and then some stock.
Okay. So we have that one.
Not yet,
No, just
okay?
put it here. Mhm.
Io che ce l'avevo qui.
Sì. Oh, no. My son is vegetarian. Yeah.
Dove non all perfect.
Hmm?
Not all perfect.
No, that's a good guy. Oh, well, actually, we are going to eat less meat.
Right, better
So
to eat, even if you're not vegetarian,
Mm.
it's always better to eat less meat
Mm.
because especially red meat, it's full of cholesterol
Mm.
and it's not good for your heart, for your heart especially.
Yeah.
So better to eat like white meat, like chicken or fish,
Not at all.
or if you're vegetarian, of course, not at all.
We
Allora,
say
so
that.
now our celery, carrot, and onion is starting
Mhm.
to be okay. So we're going to put in the
Pepperoni.
the peppers.
Those are real peppers.
The pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Okay, let's go.
Have to be very careful when you order pizza with pepperoni in Italy.
It's very different from the pepperoni pizza that you use in the USA.
So
Why?
today we are going to sort the stock
Okay.
because we want to cook our feta meat.
Okay.
The spoon of a good spoon of salt.
Yeah, so we'll have to. So now this stock, we don't want to stir like crazy, because that makes it cloudy as well. So good stock should be clear. If it's clear, it means you cooked at low heat and did not overcook and you didn't lose flavor and color. Because a lot of the aroma can evaporate. Looking good.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Lorenzo. So now it's time to add a little white wine, please.
We can use also peppers in different colors.
Yes, we use red peppers, yellow peppers. Now we're going to add a little stock. And also a little black pepper. And very little salt because there already some salt in the
stock,
okay. Only a little bit, okay?
Beautiful color, very springly.
And
Yeah.
now we're going to put tomato.
Okay, let's go. This will change the color.
Choose the color a little bit.
Which kind of tomato we need to use for?
So these are like you find the tomatoes ripened on the vine, and they usually come with the vine attached, but you can use any salad tomato or any red tomato. It should be nice and red.
Okay. Fantastic.
Enjoy the learning, see? Oh, I forgot to write it, but in the ragu, we're also going to put some cooked cannellini beans. That gives a little more starchiness to the dish. Okay.
Okay.
We create the texture of the
Little texture. We'll add a little more stock. Voila. Now it's time for the eggplant
So they go for last.
and the zucchini.
No, we still have zucchini.
Still have
Zucchini too?
zucchini, yeah.
That's okay.
So if you have peas, you can also put peas, but not in the carbonara.
No, carbonara no.
But they learned that yesterday, so.
So you can use a lot of vegetables here in this.
Yes, you can use whatever you have available.
Sounds like a minestrone.
Well, if you add more stock,
Ah,
it can be a soup. Yeah, maybe.
So what about my tomatoes?
Your tomatoes, you did a great job, and we want to drain the juice. see?
Okay, so.
That's why they're in a strainer. And we're
Okay,
gonna use them in these two dishes.
okay, so for the two starters.
Right. So this, as I said, we might need a little tomato, like sauce. And we do, so we're gonna put it in, just to give a little more color. Instead of the sauce or crushed peel tomatoes, that's fine.
Okay.
Like the canned tomato you showed
We need the
yesterday.
sauce immediately
Okay,
from onion, canned tomato, and basil.
The one we made yesterday.
It's very one.
so as you see, we don't waste anything.
We eat
All right, so this we're gonna cook a little longer. Maybe add a little extra stock.
Oh,
So we remove the stem because it's bitter. All right, so we have the stock, we need to cook a little longer, and we have our sauce, which also needs to cook a little longer. And so we can turn it down. So it simmers away, and then we're gonna taste it and see if it needs anything. But it's already good. So this one can be a soup by adding more stock, or with pasta, of course, delicious.
Okay, you don't have to cover the pan.
I don't like to cover the pan because I want to see what's inside. Otherwise, I forget about it. It will be burnt. That's why.
So let's show them how it looks like.
Oh, it's nice. It's
Nice.
pretty nice, pretty colored.
Posso dire qua. Va bene, signor Vedi? Okay, let us
So-
make now the vegetable carpaccio.
Okay. But I won't cut the pineapple. Because that's too difficult. So
Allora,
the avocado,
pacchetti di avocado.
you know, they grow very nice avocado in Sicily now.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So how to open an avocado?
You cut it, no, you cut it in half. But then it has to be very ripe and
No,
soft.
I usually cut.
I know.
Allora, we're gonna remove it out of the skin,
Skin.
and then we're gonna dice it.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
It's a little overripe, but it's better than overripe than
That's fine.
underripe. Huh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut it lengthwise,
Mhm.
this size,
Okay.
okay, or a little smaller. And we're going to chop little onion. Guarda che c'è una scuola rossa fuori. Bene. Okay. Cut the pineapple.
Yes, please.
As everybody knows, the pineapple is a cross between a pine and an apple.
I want to see how you cut the pan. So it's not so difficult.
So let's put
The avocado in
here,
here.
please. So the ingredients are more or less all the same quantity. So here we're gonna take our avocado, and we're gonna first cut it into little sticks, and then we're gonna dice it.
Actually, let's show how you do.
So in this dish we have the sweetness of the avocado, the pineapple, the fat of the avocado. We have the sharpness of the onion. We're going to use red onion because
It's sweeter.
sì, mi lasciato la vuota per favore per lo sporco che si vede. Our skins, and then we're gonna put in some tomato, onion first. We're gonna use the red onion. So we have red onion because it's more aromatic, sweeter.
And the color is nice.
I'm gonna cut it really, really thin.
So I want to see if you cry now.
Prepare the handkerchief.
And then, so how to chop an onion? Very fine.
Without chopping fingers.
Without chopping fingers, okay? So we make vertical cuts like that, very close together. We need a sharp knife for this. Then we do horizontal cut 1 or 2,
Hey.
and then vertical.
Wow, what a
And it's a ready job. Look at that. No machines, just a knife. Awesome. And this is gonna go on
Together.
on the sheet.
Okay.
Then we're gonna take our tomato. So the tomato, we put it in a strainer and we drain it. You see, we have the water in the pan because we don't want it wet. Come? So we're gonna put some of this diced tomato.
Okay.
Tomato. And fresh basil, or basil,
Basilico,
basilico.
which is the main ingredient for pesto. We
Like
didn't
usually-
make pesto yesterday.
Not really make this. It takes a little time.
And you need very good basil then.
You need very good basil, of course. Allora, so we're gonna cut this basil like this, okay?
Okay.
Very small, but not finely chopped. And then we'll put in our dish.
And then
Giorgio pronto?
chef is busy.
Ok, faccio la chiave. Sì, grazie.
Okay,
Guardi
so
quella la prendo tutte e tre.
Interferences.
Va bene, la prendere la chiave.
he's a multitasking chef.
Is there a variety of basil that we have to use, or is just one variety?
No, there is many varieties. The pesto, the best pesto basil is from Liguria. It's a small leaf one. This is a more popular one, and
Okay.
it's a larger leaf, but it's also very nice. So if you can
Okay.
have the original one, that's also good.
So it depends on the leaf.
Yes.
How is it going, your ragu?
Fine, I think it would
Allora,
be
so for the
such a good
meat sauce, sorry, this vegetable carpaccio, we're gonna add
Some
olive
oil.
oil and a little salt,
Okay.
okay? And,
Then?
and some lemon juice. And let's prepare.
Okay.
And let's prepare the lemons. Eddie,
We need some lemons. Okay,
Lye doesn't give you lemon.
I'm really fascinated about.
I want to see how it will be cooked.
So
different,
strange,
yeah.
different from the one we buy at the supermarket.
Yeah, and it's already packed.
Yeah, and with a different color.
Looks like a dough, but it's maybe not.
Like a chicken, a piece of chicken, it's so strange. Yeah, really. I wonder how.
Maybe we can confuse people, you know. Okay.
so waiting for the lemon. It's coming.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so this is ready. And that's ready too.
Oh, really? Yes. Okay, so just a little wet.
Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna taste it. We're gonna taste it with some salt.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you've got to taste it while you're cooking. Otherwise, you don't know if it's got enough salt, if it's.
What do you think? It's the sauce, not the vegetables.
Yeah.
Ah, I was eating everything.
I want to know today, please.
So shall I squeeze the lemon?
So a little bit of garlic, I think, and a little more salt, a little more pepper. And then you're ready. All right. Very well.
How is it?
To me, it was perfect. Probably it will be better now.
Ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna take some lemon juice now.
I didn't expect.
And some people maybe eat a little less salty, a little less pepper. But you know, when they go to a restaurant, they want to feel
Have a
more,
strong-
more the intense flavor. Huh?
But no, salt, too much salt is not so good.
No, it's not good. No, but it's also,
Right,
you need the
quantity.
salt. Can you mix it really well, please?
Yep.
Chef, there is a question
Yes.
about Brazil.
Yes.
They would like to know what about flat leaf and curly parsley?
So curly parsley, it looks very pretty, but it doesn't have much aroma, and it's a little tough. Whereas the flat or Italian parsley has a lot more aroma, and it's softer and it cooks better. So I only use the Italian parsley because it was in Italy. But generally speaking, the curly parsley is not great for cooking. It's good for decoration.
Thanks a lot.
Just for your garden or for your balcony then.
No, for decorating dishes, for example.
Okay, okay.
All right, so here
this-
we have a beautiful mix of vegetables. Okay,
So this is perfect for summer when you wanna,
beautiful. And we're gonna put it in molds, okay?
okay?
Make sure your molds are clean. You don't want to use moldy molds. So we're gonna squeeze the little bit of the juice out. Okay, can you do the rest, please?
Sure. How many?
Fill them all up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put them in the refrigerator.
Ah,
Okay.
like budino.
Yeah,
Would you like a
with
pudding?
the olive oil will gel, and we keep the vegetables together like mold. And next we're going to make the sauce. Done with this to the chef.
You know how to make them.
Now we're gonna make the sauce that goes with the vegetable carpaccio, which is a yogurt and arugula sauce, or rucola, or rocket in English.
Okay.
Rocket or
rocket salad.
Ce l'avevo da dove prendete qua, porcaccio delle miserie. Te la vai a prendere la rucola, per favore? E tutta la bacchetta intera. So for this this recipe we will need basil, yogurt, preferably Greek or dense yogurt, olive oil, and lemon juice. So we're going to squeeze a little more lemon. Okay. Perfecto.
So this will go in the fridge,
Yes.
right?
In here, and put on the refrigerator.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have some arugula. And we're going to put like a nice handful of arugula in the blender.
Very helpful.
Okay? Because once it's blended, you know, it's cut by the machine, there's nothing left.
Some basil.
So basil,
Okay.
And then it's a little bit bitter.
ti
so
passi
you don't-
anche l'aglio per favore.
Uh,
L'aglio lì, già attaccato, quello di fuori.
Ah, scusi.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
garlic, a little garlic, just a little. I am known for using a lot of garlic.
Yeah. You wanna keep the vampires away.
That's right, you know, we used to have a problem with vampires in this area, but since I started cooking here, we have no more.
It disappeared.
It disappeared. So we're gonna add olive oil. Don't be shy.
Okay.
The salt, fine salt, spoonful. Okay, and teaspoon of salt.
So this can be like even a pesto to maybe dress the pasta or
No,
no?
it's raw, so it's not good.
Okay.
You can use it like as an accompaniment to add to cold dishes.
Okay.
So we're gonna put the yogurt.
Yogurt.
Maybe maybe a little more, because one is too small. We'll put 1.5 approximately, and then we'll see.
It's creamy enough.
Look what a beautiful color, huh?
It's a beautiful color.
Beautiful color. This will go with the vegetable and the mold vegetables that we just made. Okay, fatto. Okay. Next, we're going to make the other appetizer with buffalo mozzarella. So due piatti di quelli di vetro. Allora, for this dish, we need olive oil, white wine vinegar,
So what's that?
diced tomato,
Nice tomato.
So we got the diced tomato in here. So you also fight with these things, not just
Not only.
c'è un modello nuovo, c'è capire il modello nuovo,
okay.
che non funziona tanto con quello
Sometimes.
Doesn't cooperate.
Yeah.
Oh, need another blender.
Allora, for the buffalo mozzarella sauce, we are going to give me a spoon, please. Allora, so we're going to put about 250 ml of tomato,
So we start with the tomato.
the tomato,
Tomato.
about 1 cup, 250 ml. And
Then
we're going to put
Celery.
celery, which we're going to chop up.
Is it like gazpacho or no? No.
It will taste a bit like gazpacho, yes,
Okay.
but it's not gazpacho. Gazpacho is got bread as well and different things. So chives, and then we're going to put
Vinegar?
white wine vinegar, and we're going to put about 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 1.5, like 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So 3 times as much oil as vinegar. So 1 full scoop and a half. And we're also going to put 1 teaspoon of salt, please. Poi se tu mi dai un pulita, anche qua, sul balcone, con poi sono due pomodori dietro l'angolo, se ne dai 4 e li fai in quarti. Okay, here we have a beautiful sauce. Look at that. Beautiful orange color.
Ah, nice. Cool.
And here we have the buffalo mozzarella. Molto bene. So this is the decoration. We're going to put it around the dish. And here we have the buffalo mozzarella. As I said earlier on, came by plane this morning from Buffalo, New York.
Fresh mozzarella.
Very fast
So-
delivery.
But buffalo mozzarella is very creamy and very delicious. And it's very low in lactose. So for those who are lactose intolerant like me, you can eat buffalo mozzarella.
Oh, really? No, very.
But low, not exactly that, but it's very low. So I can eat, if I eat normal mozzarella like the one you use on pizza, I have problems, but this one, no problem.
Okay, good to know.
So anything expensive I can take.
Good to know because there are a lot of people intolerant to lactose, so it's a good suggestion.
Okay, then we're gonna
And they
take,
have the best
we're gonna
mozzarella.
take, we're going to take now the basil, and we're gonna make a chiffonade, okay?
What does it mean?
Chiffonade comes from the word chiffon, which is very thin, thick cloth.
Okay.
And so we're gonna cut the basil in thin threads like silk, like chiffon.
Ah,
A little bit bigger.
But this is just for decoration again.
Decoration, but also flavor.
Okay.
you can also eat.
Of course.
You eat everything that's on the plate.
That's right.
Of the dish.
Like, as a rule, you should be able to eat the decoration on the plate.
That's the rule.
Yeah, so
So
for
if you
example,
put
I am not
flowers-
in favor of flowers.
Ah,
But there are edible
There are
flowers.
edible flowers. All right, so we cut off the base and then we're gonna cut it really, really thin, okay? We do a sharp knife, the knife must be dry, the basil must be dry, the chopping board must be dry. Because if it's wet,
ah,
the basil will go black.
yeah. Oxidation.
And
So that are the colors of the Italian flag.
that's right.
Yeah.
And of course, just in case,
Yeah.
That's the final touch.
okay. So
Okay, so one
we're gonna put that
starter,
on the table.
it's ready,
All right, next we're going to work on the
but still the tofu.
top.
That's it.
Portalo via. Oppure se lo quindi per mettere questo. For the tofu, we need some grapes cut in half, please.
Okay.
And the tofu, we're going to slice it. And then we're going to put it in between napkin.
Because it's wet, isn't it?
Yeah, we want to, it's a little wet. This is firm tofu. So it's already firm, but I like it a little more firm than.
So, but this is a, anyway, it's neutral, it's not flavored.
Yeah, tofu doesn't have a flavor at all.
So that's why you put the truffle, butter.
Correct. All
Yeah, but
right,
there are some tofu that you can find at the supermarket, which they have some.
already flavored,
Already
yeah.
flavored, yeah.
Yeah, yes, seitan as well, and a lot of things already ready to eat. Available. Molto bene. So we're gonna make a marinade or marinade
Ah, okay.
with
With
garlic, salt. Salt, we're going to add salt directly in. And we're going to put olive oil, that's olive oil. Okay, and rosemary.
Very fresh from the baby.
0 kilometers.
0 miles.
Organic. Organic. You know the difference between regular vegetables and organic vegetables? No?
No.
So regular vegetables are fertilized with regular fertilizer, but organic vegetables are fertilized with cow shit, sometimes with bullshit. So a lot of the vegetables that they sell as organic, they are full of bullshit.
No way. Okay.
All right. So you have to be careful. Sometimes it's just as well to eat to buy a good looking vegetable that smells nice, and not necessarily organic, but good looking and tasty. So this tofu we're going to salt, okay?
Okay.
Because otherwise there's no flavor. Then we're going to put it inside this marinade. Okay. Every time we're going to turn it. That's it. And we'll leave it there for a few minutes. And meanwhile, back in the range, we're going to cook our seitan.
Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. So can you tell us how you made the seitan?
It's a secret.
No, because we've given all the recipe to our guests, so.
So how do you make seitan? Is a protein obtained from wheat, from flour. So the best flour to get the protein from is semolina flour, which is made from hard wheat or durum wheat. So semolina because it's not like fine like flour. So the name for this thick, this coarse ground flour is semolina. So then what you do, you make like a dough for pasta. You take 1 kilo of semolina flour, half kilo of water or half a liter, and you knead it until you form a bowl of dough. Then you let it rest just like you do with pasta for about 10-15 minutes. And then you start kneading it alternatively in a bowl of hot water from the tap until the water goes very milky white. Then you put it in cold water, you swim cold water, then in hot water again, but the tap water, not boiled. And you do that about 4 or 5 times until the water comes out a little clear. And then what you get is something like this. It's still oozing liquid, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to cut this one, like this scalpino.
So when it's it, so you slice it,
Yes.
but it's completely different from historic seitan.
Yeah, this is, I think it's got a much better texture than.
Okay, so this is the Italian version of a seitan.
It's safe. Italian and Italian.
I don't know.
Without flavor. So it's a little bit spongy. We're gonna
Yes, there was
bubble, so. Wash it. We're gonna use now.
So you put it in the
stock
stock.
at the right thing. Okay.
So some of this we are going to chop up and we're going to put it inside the ragu.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to put it in that room.
And the texture.
Yeah, to add some protein to that dish.
Okay, but anyway, it's got already the beans too, so
You have the beans, but you know,
it's really a full dish.
we don't know what that bean.
Beans are freeze.
So how long does it have to cooking these?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes.
You mean the seitan?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So at the beginning, it is very, very soft, you know, like very soft.
Mm.
And it will become firm, not firm, almost, you know, like cooked
A different
pasta,
texture.
like cooked pasta. Also.
Okay.
Like that, huh?
So not very hard, but anyways, kind of solid.
Molto bene?
Okay.
All right. So then,
So we got the starters ready.
bene. Then we're going to do the pizzaiolo sauce. You can do the pizzaiolo sauce.
Like how? Tell me how.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know how to prepare?
No,
So what is the name? Why? What does it mean pizzaiolo sauce? It means pizza chef style, and because it is called that, it's because we use similar ingredients that a pizza chef would use. So we're going to start with a little hot chili.
Okay.
I put it there. So be careful with this cheese, calabrese, and they are very spicy.
Yesterday, one
Then
was
some
oil.
oil. Yeah.
Yesterday, chili we used was really strong.
Like this.
Yes. And then we're going to put this inside.
So
Well,
capers and olives.
yes. And we have
Okay.
oregano on the branch,
Yeah.
little thing, huh? Look at that. Beautiful.
Dry
Beautiful aroma,
oregano.
huh? Smell that?
I've got the mask. But I can, you know, smell it even from the mask, so it means it's very strong. And then,
Then, a little more heat. Stir this one, please.
like you don't say that.
Mozzarella.
Ah, sì, sì, vediamo, vediamo.
This is your thing.
Yes, my favorite. It's like
Starting to
chicken
get a
breast.
little firm.
allora, let's look.
So, but they don't boil like, it doesn't boil like, it has to come up like gnocchi or
No.
ravioli.
It will come.
Oh, really?
When it's, then you know when it's ready, they'll come up and you
We're
know.
going to put a little bit of garlic in here. Okay.
Okay.
And then the little flour.
We usually make beans, as
Yeah,
they
you
all know.
can use the sauce with chicken, with veal, with beef, and with potato.
And after we cook the seitan, can we still use the sauce?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's starting to become firm.
Looks like spezzatino.
Yes.
We have a kind of beef pizza spezzatino. It's a different recipe.
We'll talk about this.
No, we don't. This is interesting.
So it's strange because, you know, like beef is a vegetarian.
Yeah.
So you could eat it. No? Then,
Perfecto.
lovely aroma.
So this will be a full dinner, complete dinner from starter to dessert.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm very interested in the dessert.
Aroma.
Like gnocchi.
Like gnocchi.
Big gnocchi, and it's pretty firm.
So we're ready.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Let's go.
Almost.
like a
Now,
scallop.
now it's like rubbery. Almost like it, huh? Now potato sauce is also ready. So then we're gonna add the seitan to it and flavor. So it's very rubbery, it's very firm. Okay, you feel it? See if it's Okay. You can
Yes,
describe.
it's
Quite firm, no?
it's firm but soft,
Quite soft.
and I think it will be really good.
Good.
So maybe it's the same consistency of like polenta,
A little
a
firm.
little firmer.
Yes. Because this stock you can use.
Okay.
Remember, it's not salt in it. That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Salt.
Perfect. So we're going to take one of these, okay, and we're going to slice it. But we're going to give you four, okay? Slice it. Okay?
It's hot.
Okay, okay.
And then it's going to go in the tomato sauce. We put another piece.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the branch, we're going to make the red wine reduction.
Uh-huh.
So for the red wine reduction, we're gonna take about half a cup of red wine, and we're gonna bring it to the boil together with half a cup of balsamic vinegar.
Okay, red wine
And
and
Balsamic vinegar. So we will use this for what?
This is for the tofu.
For the tofu. Ah, yeah, we still have the tofu behind.
marinating somewhere. Where is it? Oh, sorry.
It's resting.
It's resting.
Give it a mix, please.
So red one. A chip of chemical.
What's the difference between the different kinds of vinegar?
We like the wine vinegar is made from wine, which has gone sour. So basically, the old days people would make wine and sooner or later it would go to vinegar. Balsamic vinegar is made from grape juice, not wine. The grape juice is cooked for 3 days to thicken it, and then they add it to other balsamic vinegar, which is already going as a mother.
That's the mother. Yeah.
And diciamo un po' di farina, un pochino di farina per favore.
Okay. So it's pretty well to obtain a chip of balsamico. It's a very long
So
process.
there is a different, for example, there is a regular supermarket balsamic vinegar, which is made by aging in big casks with balsamic vinegar added, but also caramel and sometimes other flavorings. And that's why it's cheap, making really big casks. But the one that's aged for 12 years, for example, the traditional balsamic vinegar, 12 years old balsamic, is aged in barrels made of different woods, 5 different woods, like oak, cherry, chestnut, mulberry, and another one which I don't remember.
So they change the barrel in
And
order
every
to
year they move the vinegar from one barrel to the next,
add flour and
so that they get the flavor from the different woods. So they did that for 12 years, and we keep adding the new vinegar to the first barrel. So here what we're doing a thickener for the reduction. We have some flour. We're going to add a little bit of cold water, or even better, wine.
more wine.
Because so we don't dilute the sauce, or even vinegar. So you can also add a little bit of honey if you want.
Ah,
It'll be like a glazy
Yes,
sauce, not very glazy.
Looking good. It's got a strong aroma. We'll add a little bit first. So we really thicken it. Beautiful. All right. Now we're gonna add about it was half a cup of wine, half a cup of balsamic vinegar. It will be a quarter cup of Salsa.
We'll get drunk.
No, no. And when it's ready, we're gonna add the grapes in it, but only at the last moment. So we're ready while we wait for the Mazzoni vinegar to finish cooking. We're ready for plating the vegetable Kampacho or vegetable rolls. So here we go. We're going to take our bowl then. Vedete del secca. Then we're going to take our green sauce.
The green sauce is here.
Okay. We'll put it all the way around it.
It's just immersed,
Yeah.
like diving.
Look at that. Is that beautiful?
Okay. Even then, it's
Beautiful.
very beautiful.
Spring is broken. Finally, spring is broken.
2 years ago, I started, researching or making some vegetarian dishes because my sister is vegetarian and she used to eat very boring food.
Yeah.
So I thought, let's make this food more interesting for her.
So that's why we've got all these different
So I got
recipes and
I
mix.
got the inspiration to make these dishes.
But then, the vegetables, it's very full of colors. So when
Yes,
you make
they
a
are.
dish with vegetables, it's like a rainbow. So.
That's right. So this is very combination.
That's right, already. But you
So-
want to eat the pineapple. Remember.
Then,
Mi serve un frullatore pulito. Quello lì, perché gli altri non vanno. So we're doing it here. Good, a little more. Okay. A little thicker. Bene.
Beautiful colors.
Mhm.
yes, there we go. Really beautiful.
Beautiful
Very
colors.
greens.
So when the sauce is thick enough, we're going to add the grapes. So the grapes you don't want to cook, we just want to warm them up, okay? Otherwise they fall apart. Huh?
Okay.
And we're also going to add the truffle sauce.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
So it should be like a cream. Paolo, should be like a cream, shouldn't it?
Very creamy,
Yeah, very
very
creamy.
creamy. Mi piacciono.
Okay. Allora, here we
Te
are.
l'ho detto, mettimi due latini, no? Non si sa.
Not salad.
For salad, you're looking for salad. But usually when we
But
look
it's
for
like this in the
something,
kitchen.
it disappears. It disappears.
Always like
So
this.
how is the vegetarian ragu?
Well,
It's
it was
ready.
really tasty, really tasty. I
Wow.
really couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
That was really so
correct, me
tasty.
too, yeah. I
The
would like to
color,
try.
yes, yeah.
During the Easter break, I will cook following this recipe, yeah.
This is very interesting.
Yeah.
This is going to be really creamy.
Uh-huh.
So beautiful colors, really spring scanning, and this one is really incredible. Because
Yeah.
it looks like
It's
very
like a
common
sepia.
dish.
I don't know the English name, yeah.
Squid or-
Well, we don't have to find we don't have to compare.
No, no,
Yeah.
there are
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
beautiful, looks like a very typical Italian dish. So
Okay,
it's
so our
colors are
balsamic is now ready, and we're going to put in our grapes.
okay. So just move that and we switch it off.
Just put it for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make a sauce, which I'm not sure that I have on the recipe. In case you can request a recipe, I will send it. Okay, so here we're going to cook the tofu now
Okay.
with a non-stick pan.
Oh, it's
And then
marinated,
we're going to
yeah.
turn it off.
Mhm.
Ecco.
truffle.
We're gonna add a little bit of this truffle butter. So this is butter infused with truffle, white truffle.
Ah, okay.
And this is with the real truffles in it, like the truffle oil that you buy has artificial aroma.
So how to be sure to
Bianco, bianco.
this is truffle.
Questo per fare, per favore.
So how to be sure when you want to buy truffle, the fresh truffle, so you haven't to buy truffle oil or the
Oh, everybody buys truffle. Even we have truffle oil, but the truffle butter is much better. Because it has real truffles in it. The truffle oil with real truffles is almost impossible to find.
okay, I see.
And it's okay, it tastes like truffles. The artificial aroma is like 99% the same as truffle. It's not the same, of course. So if you have a choice, buy the truffle butter instead of the truffle oil, or you can buy both, knowing that the one is not original. Allora, we're going to start toasting our tofu. If the pan cooperates. So, leave the job to you. And what we're going to make here a lettuce sauce. Lettuce sauce, and we're going to use the greenest part.
So the heart.
The greenest part, not the heart. The ends of the lettuce, okay? Because that's where the most green is. And we can use the rest of the salad for the lettuce for the salad, of course. No? Don't want to waste it. And we're going to put some fresh basil in there. All right. And we're going to put also garlic.
Shall I serve them?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And olive oil. Olive oil, please. So we're going to put a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And a teaspoon of garlic. If you want to put the whole garlic, of course. And we're going to put some balsamic vinegar, about 1 tablespoon, 3 tablespoons, and 3 of olive oil. Now, this particular dish needs to be pressed down. So we're gonna add a little extra oil now. This
Ready?
is take it off the fire. Okay. Now a little bit extra olive oil, otherwise we don't have enough liquid. Now we need some more product than this.
cannot fight between men and no.
Yeah.
So here we have our sauce, and we're gonna make one with the green sauce, and the other one with the balsamic vinegar.
Ah, so it's
Two.
a different recipe.
Do you need another?
Oh, chef, there is a question
Yes,
about the oil.
yes.
So when you suggest to use the olive oil instead of extra virgin, so when you use standard olive oil
So,
instead of extra virgin olive oil.
so extra virgin olive oil is always better because it's got a lot of flavor, but it's really expensive. So, a good expensive extra virgin olive oil is used mostly with salads, for example, if you can't afford to use it for cooking. And ordinary olive oil for cooking like a sauce, like ragu, because where the olive oil is not that important, it's only used for frying. Yeah? But of course, extra virgin olive oil has a lot of flavor. It gives much more flavor and aroma. Hello, so here we have our dish. One with the lettuce sauce, which is delicious, and one with the balsamic vinegar reduction.
That's delicious too.
Oh, of course. We're gonna put it on the table. With,
Questo
no, vediamo i divineri. Pizzaiolo.
Ok, questo devi preparare la pasta.
Sì. Allora, so we're boiling some water for the pasta. Ready? Voglio prendere due cucine di tagliatelle, per favore.
What kind of pasta can we use with this?
Well, fusilli, fettuccine, creme.
So short pasta
I will use all pasta or fresh pasta.
or fresh pasta? Okay.
Allora, here we have the pizzaiola. So,
Don't allow our menu.
Main course.
vediamo per esempio. So,
Okay.
put the decoration.
So we don't have to eat it.
So this is the second pizzaiola style, and just with the right. So now we're also going to start making. We have to wait for the pasta to boil, the water to boil. Non importa, ma c'è un c'è l'acqua che bolle già lui.
Okay, so we got cookies in fondo, the dessert.
Niente.
But is it easy to prepare Zavaione?
It's not
Because
that
I see a lot of,
It's not that complicated,
no,
but you know.
I see a
So
lot
while we wait
of,
for the water to boil, I'm going to prepare the Zavaione, okay? So we're going to take 2 yolks. This is for about 1 portion.
two portions, okay.
One.
One portion, 2 eggs, 2 yolks,
2 yolks for
for 1 portion, okay.
But you can also do a smaller one, of course. Why?
Depends how hungry you are or
Yeah.
how much you like
I'm
sweet.
gonna put 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 for each egg, okay? And 2 tablespoons of Mozzarella.
So we don't use olive oil for anything.
I think a little strange. Though.
Yeah. Then do you need like a whiskey or you just
The whisk. You need the whiskey beforehand.
No, whiskey no, I think it's just to drink, yeah.
So we're going to use an electric whisk because otherwise your arm will fall off before until the video is ready. Sorry, il bicchiere. Okay, so wait for the water to start boiling a little bit. Sono 2 porzioni così. Non piattiamo subito. Se non sai come mangiate poco,
Fair enough for us.
We cannot throw everything after we cook, of course. So we add 2.
We have to make a sacrifice at the end of this class.
Well, it's a sacrifice.
Make a sacrifice, yeah, it's really hard, so.
Above all for the dessert.
La salsa della pizzaiola non lasciala qua che facciamo di più per noi. Non so dove magari la portate via. No, è il mio modello. Spero che non l'hai buttata via, però, l'hai buttata via.
Che bello. Paolo, vegetarian cooking has really beautiful colors.
Right.
You prepare.
So
Pasta.
our zanaglione is ready. So we're gonna put first we're gonna mix both, okay? So it's very important that the water is just simmering and that the bowl must not touch the water. Otherwise, you will make scrambled eggs.
Call it India.
So meanwhile, what we're going to do, we're going to take a bowl and we're going to put the fresh chocolate. We're going to put the berries in it with some sugar. The bowl, fairly grande di arancino. Quella di ceramica. At the last moment, we didn't any extra volume, we're using the solo one again. So, it's nice and dense. Now Zabayone is ready.
So pretty, I fell in love with it.
And we're going to pour it in our glass.
Okay. Sì, 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 sta bene.
All right. Delicious.
Is it yummy?
Yummy. So you can also add a little maraschino liqueur to your berries. And these are Zabayone.
I think pasta is
Our
ready.
pasta is
too.
ready.
I think so.
Okay. You can take the basket. It's supposed to la salsa del ragù, pizzaiolo l'hai trovata?
No,
Ecco, è avanzata.
sì, ma le hanno fatto via. Era ok. Okay, so I will have this.
Allora, non mi portare via la salsa di pomodoro, che la che facciamo? Mi serve un pochino di capperi. Right, here we go. Let's do the black plate, please.
Ok.
Però il piatto tutto di pino non ci sente. No, ma lo facciamo il suo.
Cosa da farle?
La paella, un programma il tavolino.
No, guarda. Dici che non ci sta.
We're going to put a little parmigiano.
Mhm.
Which I know I have.
There. Okay.
The old days, you put anything on the rim of the plate, they will fire you. Nowadays, if you don't put something on the rim, they will fire.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Our full menu.
Too many. Thanks a lot.
Perfect.
chef.
So the starters.
Pasta?
So we have the pizzaiola with the
Horse.
seitan. We have the tofu with lettuce sauce, tofu with balsamic vinegar reduction. We have the zabayone. We have the fettuccine with the vegetable ragu. We have the carpaccio with the verdure with the yogurt and the rucola sauce. And we have the buffalo mozzarella with the blended tomato, raw tomato sauce.
Perfect.
Buon appetito.
Perfect. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We like also
Grazie.
to
Yeah.
Thank you very
thank
much.
Thank you very
Chef
much.
Paolo
Thank
Monti,
you.
the assistant, and Paola. I would also like to
Yeah.
thank our director, that is Lara. So please, Lara, can you
Come over here on the stage.
The audience,
The audience wants to see
you
you.
are a great director, and
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
and greetings,
Thank you.
and thank you for staying with us this
Extra
this
time.
moment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Arrivederci.